I've been online shopping again. So, today, check out what we got. Haven't strayed too far from the norm. Ooh. With Nintendos. It's from the top there. Voila. In here we've got 5 original DS Fats, the OG bad boys. Oh, would have liked for it to be packaged a bit nicer, but anyway, guess they view it as 4 parts, therefore it's trash. Ooh. Well, it was easier to open them this time, I guess. I need to get a charger. See the amp meter. Oh, we love it when our consoles rattle like that. Cracker of a start. I don't have much hope for this. Yeah, as expected. Not charging, and bit of a Kinder Surprise going on there. On to the next one. Nothing. Uh-oh. Okay. That one's doing something. 0.2 amps. It turns on. Both of our screens are stuffed. Bum. Okay. As you can see, pretty rough condition too. I'm going to try this one again quickly. Yeah, nothing. All the shells on these are pretty rough. And another 2 buggered screens. Poop. That one's pretty knackered as well. And again, knackered. No battery. No battery. Okay. I don't see anything wrong with this one. I mean, missing battery's a bum, but it is what it is. This happens when you buy things 4 parts. To me that looks pretty good. Well, that one might be alright apart from the battery and the actual shell. Alright. So, none of them look particularly good at all. And the problem I've had in the past with these ones as of recent is nowhere really sells these shells at a decent price. Everyone I've bought, everyone, they've either given me fake tracking and the item never arrives, or they cancel my order and tell me they don't have it in stock. I think the only option I'm left to do here, because the hinges are all good, we're going to try and paint them. So maybe I'm very interested to know what that is. I can't resist. We're going to open this one up first, find out why it's rattling like that. Then we're probably going to shell one out, start painting it. And screens, I know I've got some screens, I don't know how many, so we'll find out how many are there and go from there. Let's open up Mr. Rattles and see if it's something silly or legit. Oh. Right. Well, that wasn't very exciting. But we definitely know someone's been in it. Turns on. Both screens by the look of things. Lines on them, but it's not charging. Oh no, it is charging. We see that still, yes. 0.26 amp. Our charge LED doesn't seem to work. Let's find out if this one had a battery. Oh. Man, I've been shortchanged a few batteries here. Both screens on that one as well. So what are we at? Like 7 screens or something? Right, so pretty much I got five consoles and only 2 batteries, but they all turn on. Most of them have dicky screens, terrible shells. So, which one? Right, seeing as this one turns on, it looks okay. We might start with this one. We're gonna fix this up. We'll try to anyway. Never re-sprayed one of these, so it could be interesting. What I'll do is I'll head out, get some painting gear, and we'll have a crack at it. Alright, I've got some stuff. So I got some primer for it. I've got primer. Now I forgot to take one of these down with me to try and match the colour. So from an eyeballing point of view, I tried to get what I thought was closest. Ended up getting that. So it's going to end up being a black one rather than a silver one. I think it looks pretty close to me. This one looks a little bit shinier. Anyway, and then I've got some, I hope that's right. As I said, I've never done this before, so let's find out. That'll hopefully seal it all. That's the plan. Let's disassemble this bad boy. Totally disassemble everything. And then start cleaning it and sanding it. just noticed it says wet on the game slot. So there's nothing that's really standing out to me as wet, but we've got to be careful. I mean, it does work. I guess we've got to be cautious here. Is it wet? Alright, well there we have it. All apart. Dirty. Grubby. Dirty. So these are the pieces we'll paint. That back piece, honestly, not bad. There's not really any scratches on that. That looks okay to me. Might leave the back piece, that way we get our keep our sticker there, and we'll just do these ones. So first of all, we'll give it a sand, a clean and a sand. Right, the clean was very quick, very rough, because I'm going to do most of it with the sanding. So I've got some 400 and some 600 grit sandpaper, wet and dry. I'm going to use it wet to minimise the amount of dust spread everywhere. Now, sanding's not the most exciting thing in the world, so we're going to do a speed run on this bit. That looks pretty smooth to me. There's the next piece. Now just on this last piece, we are going to lose our little logo there. It's going to get sanded away into oblivion. And I don't really have a stencil or anything to put that, spray it back on, so it's probably the only downside to this, but anyway, carry on. There's the last one. There's still a little bit of silver in the gaps. I'm not sure that will matter. It's been half an hour, so it should be good to touch. I forgot this bit before, so I came out and did that. It feels okay. It was clear though, I really couldn't tell where I put this stuff on. Okay. I didn't really bring anything to try and move it with after. Well, that was silly of me. Lucky last. Leave that to dry. And hope this little wrap bag isn't too naughty. Yeah, you. Come here. So I left it out. It's dried. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to do a second coat now. Much the same as the first one. Alright, that other one is drying. We've got some paint drying. I think it'll turn out quite nicely. Anyway, while that's happening, this one. So we'll just check what works and what doesn't. So in the end, they all charged, they all turned on. We need top screen, we need a bottom screen. Alright? 2 screens. It's in Japanese. Didn't read the GBA. Read the DS. Okay. Alright, so that first one I sprayed is probably, I think, ready to go now. We've done the 2 coats. Just so you can see it there, that's it there. So we've done the 2 coats. We did a primer coat first, then we did 2 coats of the actual colour, and then I did a matte coat over the top to try and seal it. That is my one. That is the actual genuine shell. Okay, so have a look at that. It's pretty bang on. The paint I got is slightly darker and probably a bit more glittery, but overall it looks really quite close to what the actual one looks like. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Feels alright too, feels good. So let's put you to the side. We'll start. I didn't paint the inside, as you can see. That shouldn't matter. We're going to start trying to reassemble the top screen section at least. Just while we're reassembling this top half, I've been over all 5 consoles using those 2 batteries one by one. Tick tock, tick tock. I've been over all 5. All 5 had the same fault. So we had 5 consoles with 2 batteries. All of them turned on. All of them had busted screens. All of them had scuffed shells. So given all the faults are the same and there's nothing really that stood out, like I put games in them, GBA, NDS, and they all ran, all the buttons worked and everything. So rather than showing that to you 5 times over, I'm going to skip over that. We're just going to go a bit more in depth with this one or two that we've got going at the moment, and yeah, we'll see how we go there. I mean, I am waiting on screens to arrive and batteries to arrive, so I can't get all 5 of them going at the moment anyway. But you know, it's the same process 5 times over. How hard could it be? Don't want to bore you to death. Anyway, we'll crack on with this. We'll get this cable fed through. I feel like this is definitely easier Actually, you know what? DS Lites, I find them super easy now anyway, but this was easier the first time doing this than it was trying to do the DS Lite one. Like having that cable free on its own, doing its own thing rather than attached to the screen, you get to work with it a lot easier. And given it's already got the roll in it, you can't really mess that bit up, which is something that usually goes wrong first time you try a DS Lite one. So far so good, I'd say. Get it screwed back in. I'm gonna speed up a little bit here with the power of magic. Get this all ran through, get them connected. Very important that you get them connected securely, because same thing like on a light, if one of those isn't connected properly, it won't see the screen, it won't boot. You get the classic pop and a flash on whatever screen is connected and nothing on the other screen. So it's pretty straightforward, I guess. I've seen that before. Reassemble the top half. So I really do think that turned out quite nicely. It's absolutely better than looking at that scuffed old silver one. None of the cuts or anything were too deep, which meant the sanding wasn't too bad. So the weird thing with the sanding is sometimes you'll find that when you're sanding it back, the shell on the inside is yellow, and other times it's grey. So just be aware of that. You know, if you're trying to sand down to find the yellow and you can't, it might just be a grey shell. Anyway, getting to the meat and potatoes here. Lower screen and digitizer. And then we'll have our moment of truth. Always exciting when this stuff works. Always a pain when it doesn't. But that's what happens sometimes. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. So again, this is the other pieces I've been painting. Not going to run through all 5 of them today. Don't have all the bits for it anyway, so yeah, I'm working on it. Probably do it in a future video, but the only thing I can't work out is how to make that look a bit nicer to mend in with the black. But anyway, we're going to leave it at that for today. That last video was pretty good and got me over 100 subscribers, so we're in the triple digits now. Thank you for that, guys. And I'll keep on doing what I'm doing. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one.